7:35, 8 degrees of the airport. Time to focus on business. Our business editor, Mike Eppel, joining us this morning. And Mike, Greece again being talked about by investors.
Yeah, Greece is the word, and it could be deal or no deal. Pick your pop culture reference, but they're saying that today is the drop-dead deadline for Greece to reach agreement with Eurozone creditors to restructure its debts. Yes, today, the absolute deadline, except the Eurogroup Emergency Summit has reportedly just wrapped up. No deal, specifically today, but they're saying they could have one sometime this week. So again, they keep changing the goalposts on this, Ted. And will they have some sort of an agreement to keep Greece in the European Union so that it doesn't default and kick off a default contagion through the European countries who also have big-time debts? This is the big question mark. Investors are optimistic, though, to start the week, and we're seeing some fairly nice gains to start the Monday trade. Hope for the best, I suppose. Big week coming up for BlackBerry, as it will be reporting its quarterly results tomorrow. First quarter earnings should show more red ink, potentially year-over-year sales and revenue declines. The big question is, will CEO John Chen, after a year and a half on the job at BlackBerry, will he still stick to those earlier targets of revenue from software, not so much handsets, but software sales, into 2016. The stock has been an underperformer so far this year, down about 14% at the TSX. Taylor Swift, will she shake it off and get back together with Apple? Well, she sent out a letter to Apple over the weekend through Twitter, I believe it was on Twitter, and said this policy by Apple to not pay royalties for the first 3 months of the Apple Music service, well, that was not a good idea, according to Swift. Of course, Apple can afford to pay royalties to musicians for their service, and Apple said, yeah, you're right, Taylor, we're going to pay, and that will start when Apple's Music launches this summer. So Apple's worth $180 billion of cash in the bank, $700 billion on market value, but Taylor Swift holds more financial sway with the company. Quickly, Ted, Under Armour stock up in early trading this morning after Jordan Spieth's big win at the U.S. Open over the weekend. He won the Masters this year. They signed Spieth as a teenager for endorsements, and that is paying off big time for Under Armour, which is seeing its stock price move. I believe it's almost at a record to start the trading week.
Oh, wow.
Ted,
there you go. All right, U.S. Open and now the Masters, 2 majors under his belt. Thank you, Mike. That's our business editor, Mike Eppel, reporting this morning. You can hear Mike on 660 News at 26 and 56 after the hour.